But man, I tell you, Larry, these cars are jumping around out here tonight. A lot more than I saw them earlier. Of course, it's a lot bigger pack than we saw earlier. But man, I see the cars moving a lot. See Greg Bissel's car kind of run up the hill right there. See the ride he's getting in the car. That's a pretty rough ride. He's juking on that wheel. It's not real comfortable, I'm telling you.
Oh, got trouble. Casey Mears.
Yeah.
Oh, nice save to keep from coming right back. Cross traffic, but wow.
Jimmy Johnson in the 48 just skimmed by.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, 10-4, we're good. That was my fault there. I come off the corner there and I flipped off. When I come down, the 21 was still inside there.
And Darrell, turn 2 is normally calamity corner at this racetrack because you're carrying speed and the car wants to move up the racetrack right there.
Watch the 41.
Yeah, the 21, Ricky Rudd, you can see it damaged his right front fender and his left front fender. He was coming down under Casey. Casey cut down. Casey been in a couple of, like I said a little bit ago, a couple of precarious situations.
Well, Casey and Jimmy Johnson just both made a big withdrawal from the luck tank right there.
Yeah, they did.
And Ricky Rudd, boy, nice job to keep that from being a multi-car calamity.
Yeah, good job. Very good job.
Steve?
Mike, I was listening to Ricky Rudd on the radio, and he said that the lap before that the 41 of Casey Mears had gotten into the back of him pretty hard. So apparently Casey's been pretty aggressive out there in this session.
And guys, what happened over here on the backstretch is a lot on the spotter's shoulders. But at night, this place, I've spotted here. I spotted in the truck race. It's a different perspective, and it's about a mile and a half. It's the reason a lot of teams in the race will use a second spotter on the backstretch.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Normally they'd have somebody over on that turn 2 backstretch to a grandstand, but tonight, because it's just practice, they got one over here on this side.
They'll do a little cleanup, and then we'll reopen the track for Budweiser Shootout practice. Yikes. Ten years of beating, 10 years of banging, 10 years of the toughest racing in NASCAR. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, 10 years tough, begins February 18th, live from Daytona, right here on Speed. The Florida Dodge Dealers 250, February 18th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Red flag condition, the second one of today, the first one of this practice session. And it comes because Casey Mears made a left turn without his signal on right in front of Ricky Rudd.
Either way, they got to clean up a mess. So probably more places than one in this case.
A good bit of damage on Ricky Rudd.
Yeah, Ricky got
both front fenders.
One thing I saw there I like, Darrell, is Casey kept those front wheels turned hard left to send that car back in the infield instead of out into traffic. Steve?
Yeah, Mike, Casey Mears has made his way over to Ricky Rudd's car to talk to Ricky and Michael McSwain. And on the radio, Casey Mears did take responsibility for the incident, explaining his side of it to Ricky right now. We'll see if we can get in here and get a word with him. Casey? We'll let him go now, guys. They're in a heated conversation with Mr. McSwain.
Well, Larry, you got to understand how Michael McSwain feels, because anytime something happens out there, it's a lot of work for that crew and crew chief.
Well, and you're here in the final practice session, and the front fenders are so sensitive on these race cars, and you question, you feel good about the help down there working with you, but can you get this car exactly back as it was?
Well, and Fatback's down there, he has worked on that car for 90 days getting ready to come down here. And somebody just pushed in, it just bent it up a little bit. He's not happy, and I don't blame him.
That hurts more than your feelings. Let's go back down to Steve.
And Mike, Casey Mears has made his way over here, and Casey saw you go over to talk to Ricky. What was, were you apologizing to him? Or?
I didn't think that, I thought that I was clear and I wasn't. I come down on him, and you know, fortunately, nothing really bad happened. I mean, their car's pretty cool. It's got a couple little dings, and, you know, our car's okay, so it wasn't too bad. It was a mistake, though.
Casey, I saw damage to the front end of that car. Was that going to be your backup car for the Daytona 500?
No. We had another car. I mean, it'll probably sit here and be the backup if we make it through the shootout with it. But it's good. It's fast right now. I feel real good about it.
Do you have a spotter on the backstretch? Was it difficult to see, or just a judgment?
No, it was just a timing error on me. I had the momentum going by, and I thought I got clear to go pick back up the draft again. I just come over a little bit too soon. So.
Thanks for your honesty. Appreciate it.
And see, one of the tough things for the drivers in these cars today is with the headrest, the seats the way they're made, the Hans device, you have very little peripheral vision. And so there's a dead spot back there right along beside your quarter panel. You don't think anybody's there, but when you start to make a move, you realize, raw.
Sounded like he was anticipating that he had cleared Ricky, but just hadn't quite cleared him.
Yeah, these cars will get such a run on a draft, and you'll think you're going to really just blow up through there. It's almost like they hit a wall of air and slow down, and the guy beside you catches back up.